Hello everybody and welcome back to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Let's go in, Harry.
Alright, let's go in. Look at that. So beautiful. So the rest of this game takes place inside of Hogwarts, which I think is really fantastic. Alright, so over here we have got the house points. So we got Slytherin, Ravenclaw,
Over here, Harry.
Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. So it's all set at 0 right now. So one of the little mini games is to try and get more house points than the other houses. We got the ghost over there. You don't want to knock into a ghost either. They will hurt you. That's the Bloody Baron. And we got the little different areas. This is probably a prefect.
Over here, Harry.
Hey Ron, I'm trying to look around. Alright, so these are all areas that we should be able to get to later in the game. Okay. Let's go ahead and save.
Harry, I'm over
I know,
here.
Ron, I know. Okay. So we're gonna follow Ron up to the common room. So a really nice touch that they put into this game is the staircase, and it does move around. So you've got 7 floors. And pretty much each of these is explorable.
Why, if it isn't young Potter, how are you? Glad to be back at Hogwarts?
Well, I would be, Nick, if Professor Snape hadn't caught me outside.
Well, I suppose that rules are there for a reason, although sometimes the reason escapes me. Yes, you shouldn't be up this late, you know. Better get back to the Gryffindor common room before Professor Snape catches you again. Goodbye.
Bye, Nick.
So we got Nearly Headless Nick, the Gryffindor ghost.
Get a move on, Harry.
Alright, we are at the 7th floor. So this is where the common room is. And it looks really good. I really like it. Got this ghost. So the mechanic of this game is you have days and you have nights. So I'm guessing this is one of the nights. So you're really not supposed to be out at night, so you can get in trouble if you're caught. Okay.
I can't get into the common room, Harry. She wants the password.
Of course I want the password. How am I to know that you two aren't Slytherins disguised as
Because
Gryffindors?
we don't look like gorillas, that's how.
There you are. Someone
Hermione.
said you're being expelled for crashing a flying car into the Whomping
Well.
Willow.
Well, we haven't been expelled. Look, just tell us the new password, Hermione.
Oh, very well then. It's Wattlebird.
I'll meet you inside, Harry.
Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the common room.
Wattlebird.
Okay, so
Hey, Harry. Fred and George have set up a shop. You can trade all kinds of things with them for spells and really wicked stuff. Wow, I must go and see them. Where are they? Go through that door and through the reading room. There's a portrait on the other side. What's the password? Liberty Gibbet. Oh, and watch out for Percy. He hates being disturbed when he's studying.
okay. I guess our first task is to go see Fred and George. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Alright, so we have to actually avoid bothering Percy. We're gonna... Here, I'm just gonna run full tilt. I found that that's like...
Come here.
If I can get there before he can hit you with the spell, then you should be good to go.
Ah, Potter! You finally made it then. Heard about the Ford Anglia. Mum's gonna kill Ron when she finds out. I bet it was worth it to see Snape's face when you landed.
Sort of.
Anyway, welcome to our shop, Harry. Yes. Feel free to browse our extensive range of wizard wheezes and magical merchandise. Everything priced at reasonable rates and the only currency universally accepted throughout Hogwarts. Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
We're sure there's something here you'll like.
Okay. So they're set up in this bathroom area. Which... I was gonna say, are there even doors? No, there's doors. Okay. Alrighty, so they got all of these, and I think their stock is pretty finite. I don't think it replenishes at all.
Take a look around, Potter.
Let's see.
How much is this Bertie Bott's beanbag?
20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Does that increase our number? So they got the cards that you need. They got this vial. I think that's pretty expensive.
Feel free to spend as long as you like here.
These balloons, they distract the prefects by making noise. The stink pellets do the same thing. Alright, so I'm gonna try and...
How much is this Bertie Bott's beanbag?
20 Bertie Bott's every flavour
That's pretty
beans.
cheap.
Stink pellets are a great way to stop prefects catching you. But I didn't tell you that.
I'd like to buy that, please.
You can now carry more Bertie Bott's every flavour beans, Harry.
So we now carry 100.
This Beatrix Bloxham card. How much is it?
30 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Okay, so we've only got 18 beans left. What the heck is this?
Balloon holster. What does this cost?
20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough to buy anything else.
Non-explodable luminous balloons are a great way to distract prefects and annoy Percy.
So it's an extra stamina vial.
How much is the Alahamora spellbook?
100 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
So it's gonna take us a little while to get up to the 100 mark. Alright, so we gotta avoid Percy again. So it's fairly easy if you just run to your destination. Okay. Alright. So here's the common room. I think it looks fairly similar to how it did in the movie. So these are little mini quests that you can do. You can find some things for people and whatnot.
Okay, Harry. It's been a long day. Really tired and I'm off to bed.
Okay. Alright, it looks like we need to head off to bed as well. So I guess we can go ahead and head up the stairs here. I'm not sure where the girls are supposed to sleep. I mean, there's just one room off of the common room here. They didn't really address that, so there's only 5 beds in this entire thing, apparently. Okay. So here is their dormitory. Alright. So we are ready to maybe go to class? I don't know. Right.
Morning, Ron. Do you know what class we've got first? I heard there's flying. You heard right. I'll meet you downstairs in the entrance hall.
Nice. Yeah, so the flying mechanic is probably my favorite thing to do in this game. I love flying around the grounds of Hogwarts. Eventually you get a broom and you can just kind of fly freely around. It's a great way to get some beans as well. Okay, so in the day you're gonna see students kind of, you know, just milling around and whatnot. You can see there's a, you know, a not too subtle area you can crawl into. This place is filled full of all kinds of little areas and things to discover. So you can... Oops, sorry. So you can see the stairs, you have to wait for them to kind of pop in there for you. I really like that.
Hello, Nick. What's the matter?
A matter of no importance. It's just that Sir Properly Decapitated Podmore won't let me join the headless hunt. Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
It's a matter of no importance, then why did you stop us to talk to us about it? Alright, so we are gonna head onto the grounds of Hogwarts to do our flying test.
Madam Hooch will be waiting for us.
I think this is Neville. Can we talk to him? Oh yeah, so Neville has little mini games that we can do as well. Okay. You kind of have to. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you kind of have to guess where the certain areas are, but I guess correctly.
Although you all apparently learned to fly last year, the apparently is directed at you, Mr. Longbottom. A brief refresher course is in order. Potter, let's see if you still have that natural flying ability.
I don't know if I do.
First of all, I want to test your broom control. Fly up and hover a few feet from the ground.
Okay. Whoa. Thanks.
Now, fly back down to the ground and hover above it.
Yeah, this is messed up here. Need to... Alright. I think that's good, okay. Yeah, the flying is really wonky in this game. Because of the weird camera angle. It's very weird. Your broom has now been configured. If you want to alter the configuration at any time, you can do this from the options menu.
Excellent. You seem to have lost none of your natural flying ability. Let's move on to something a little more difficult. You see before you a course comprised of enchanted rings. What you must do is to fly through as many of these rings as possible in the correct order. Are you ready, Potter?
I'm ready. Alright, here we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this just... the turning... Oh, it's not easy. Okay, alright, we gotta... And some of the rings, they start to, like, move and whatnot on you. Oh, gosh. Okay, ooh.
Right. Now
That
for
wasn't the examination, I was doing
where
good.
a grade will be awarded depending on how well you complete the course. You must fly through as many rings as you can in a set time. I've created several new enchantments for the rings, causing some to move and others to shrink as you approach them. When you're ready, Mr. Potter, you may begin.
So I'm gonna try to get an A. I don't anticipate getting that on the first try whatsoever. Crap. Okay. Come on, we can do it. I don't know what it takes to get an A, but it starts to get really difficult at this point. Right. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, hey. Stop. Nope. I swear, this is not easy. Oh. Alright. Hey. Okay. No. Oh my god. Nope. Go to the green ones. Okay. Alright. Ooh, no, I totally missed it. Dang it. I like judged it very wrong.
Well done.
Yes!
That effort deserves an A.
Yes!
If you want to try and improve your flying grade, come back.
It's
and
probably
see
the
me
first
here
time I've ever
any
got an
time
A
of
on
the
the
day.
first try. That was crazy.
That was exhausting, Harry.
You already off to bed, Ron?
See you later.
That's all we did all day. Yes! 34 rings! That was awesome.
Ah, Mr. Potter. Let's get started. Outstanding display,
Yes.
Mr. Potter. You receive the highest grade, a
Ooh, a
distinction.
distinction.
Well done. If you want to practice flying, Mr. Potter, come over here.
So I think... yeah, distinction. I don't know if I've ever got a distinction before. Well, that's amazing. Yeah. So the flying went really well. So I'm pretty proud of that. So I think you can come to Madam Hooch and redo your flying score and kind of practice. Because it does take quite a bit of practice. And you can get a lot better at it. Okay. Okay, so that's all we had on our agenda for the day. I'm assuming we have something to do in the night. That's typically how it goes. Harry has something to do during the day, and then the night comes along and he has some tasks to do as well.
Gryffindor.
Yes, 90.
Hufflepuff.
We are rooting for Gryffindor, even though I'm a Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
I'm sure Slytherin's close behind.
Slytherin.
84, yeah. So I don't exactly know how these points are given out. So I'm assuming we'll be getting some kind of more dangerous task at night since we're not supposed to be out here.
Harry, just the person I've been looking for. Something dreadful has happened to Neville. He's got himself trapped behind a tapestry.
And I suppose you want me to get him out?
Would you? That's so kind of you, Harry. He's out here.
The poor Neville, of course, got himself into some trouble.
Neville? How did you end up back there?
He was looking for Trevor, his toad, and he went the wrong way. Now he's stuck.
Well, can't you get him out, Hermione?
No, I've tried everything. We need a severing charm.
And where am I going to find one of those at this time of night?
Herbology Greenhouse 3 in the grounds. Except, to get in, you're going to have to find out how to pull up Horklumps. If you go to the library, there's an excellent book by Professor Lockhart. That'll tell you how to do it.
Professor Lockhart.
Okay, so I've got to go into the library on the second floor and get a copy of Lockhart's book, and then go out into the grounds and find my way into the Herbology Greenhouse to get the severing charm.
Yes.
What did he say?
Hurry up.
Okay, here we go. So this is a two-part task here. We gotta go to the library on the second floor to get the knowledge. Then we gotta go to the Herbology Greenhouse to pull up some Horklumps. I think that's what he said they were. Right. Whoa! So I can't remember if we have to go to the restricted section or not. That's some of the...
Come to me. Let me rip you. Let me tear you.
What on earth was that?
That's freaky. So, since Harry is a parcel tongue...
Hello there, young Harry. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
Hello, Nick. I'm just doing something for Hermione. It's urgent, so I'm afraid I can't chat for long.
Not to worry, young Harry. You cut along now and I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, so Harry's a parcel tongue, so that means he can hear the basilisk that's moving through the pipes in the school. Oh, so we got, you know, everything's against us at night, essentially. All these things turn hostile. The books turn hostile. Everything. So, okay. I'm not sure it's just gonna let us freely walk around the library. We might have to avoid some prefects. I'm not sure, though. Okay. Yep. Okay. Crap. This is not gonna be fun, guys. This is not gonna be fun at all. Ooh. Barely see these guys too. Where the camera?
Hey,
no!
you!
No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Ooh. I mean, in my defense, it's very hard to move the camera. Okay, so we're in the library, so I think we're home free. I don't know why that they just forget that we just snuck in, though. Pink pellet, yay! Balloon! You now have some luminous balloons. You could equip them from the inventory in your room and brawl as you would a spell. To release a balloon, press the appropriate button. Alright, cool. So this is a particularly kind of pretty and open area of the game. I do like this a lot. Okay, so we have got to find the spell from Gilderoy Lockhart. So, as you can see, this has certain areas that are only accessible after you've learned a certain amount of magic. So, I can't get into the tapestries, I can't get into this door, because I need the spell to be able to get into these places. So this is definitely somewhere we'll have to come back and explore later. Is this it? Yeah, it is. Woohoo! Marauding with monsters. Alright, so what do we have to do? The most efficient way of dealing with this guard blight is to Flipindo the little blighter, grab him by the legs and fling him over a low wall or header grill, preferably not into your neighbor's smaller and less cared for garden. Okay. Just go ahead and check out this little area. Yep, so that is a transfiguration spell, I believe. That's the severing charm. And that's another spell that we have yet to learn yet. We only have actually 2 spells. Oh, there's a chocolate dog. Nice. So we definitely need to learn some more magic quickly. Alright, we got to avoid the prefects again. Not fun. Ooh. Got the books after us. No, leave me alone. Ah! Ow! Stupid books. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so we are going down to the herbology greenhouse so we can take care of this little problem for Neville. I'm not sure why a second year student is just allowed to walk out the front door at night, but you know. Seemed like it'd be better to put the prefects in front of the door instead of a bunch of them guarding the library. That's just me. Okay, so which way is the greenhouse? I don't remember. Is it this way? I'm just gonna like walk up to it slowly. Yeah, here we go. Alright. So here's the greenhouse. I think, yeah, we can get some beans from here. And this is a nice little area to explore. You have your stamina vial. Here we go. Ooh, there's that potion kit bag that that was on the wall in the Gryffindor common room. The little lost and found wall. Alright, so we have got to use the wonderful skills of Gilderoy Lockhart, you know, to, I don't know if these even, like, permanently go away. I know these things will really hurt you if you let them. So we gotta kind of hit them until they get small, and then we gotta throw them. It's not too difficult. Alright, just go away. Alright, the severing charm should be somewhere in this room. Messy things. They're like so ugly too. Dang it. Okay. Alright. Got all these things over here too. We found those when we were in the Forbidden Forest. Okay. Here it is. So we can now officially sever tapestries. Alright, this is the case with many grade 2 spells. The Defendo Severing Charm has a variety of uses. For example, Defendo can be cast on certain tapestries or wall hangings to reveal hitherto hidden entrances. Heretofore. Okay. I wonder why this is over here. Aw, what? Oh, this place is dangerous. Holy. Look at all these guys in here. Okay, let's just run out. Alright, so we can go and save Neville. Now that we've got this lovely Severing Charm.
Come to me. Let me rip you.
2 times in one night?
Let me tear you.
Run, Harry, run!
What was that?
I love how Harry's just like, what? That would freak me out pretty bad. Oh, another cutscene.
Oh no!
Oh no! Nick.
Mr.
Oh,
Potter,
we're in trouble.
what on earth
Uh-oh.
is...
Professor McGonagall, we didn't do it! It wasn't me!
What's happened here? I don't know. I found him like this. Follow me, Potter.
Harry was taken to Professor Dumbledore's
Oh, we're in trouble
office.
now.
Professor, I swear I didn't.
Okay, so we're meeting Professor Dumbledore for the first time.
Where he came across the Sorting Hat.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, well, you were particularly difficult to place. But I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
Phoenix.
And he also discovered Fawkes, Professor Dumbledore's pet phoenix.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
And of course, Professor Dumbledore himself.
I know you're not the attacker, Harry, but I must ask you whether there is anything you'd like to tell me.
Come. Come to me.
Yeah, you probably should have told him about that hair.
Let me rip you. Let me tear you.
Anything at all?
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure. Good night, Harry.
Night, Professor.
So Harry lies and tells him he hadn't heard the voice. Okay, so we got in some big trouble. Nearly Headless Nick was stunned by the basilisk. And of course the ghost can't die again. So he's just kind of in a state of being frozen, I guess you'd say. It's a little pair of scissors here. Okay. Go ahead and get this done here. There we go. Nice.
Phew. Thanks, Harry. I thought I was never going to get out of there.
Nice one, Harry. Well, all this excitement has worn me out. I think I'll head off to bed.
But Hermione, nearly Headless Nick has been attacked, and I'll tell you in the morning.
So Hermione was not interested in what we had to say, which is really not like her. Yes.
Number 65. Gondoline Oliphant.
Famous for studies of life and habits of trolls. Clubbed to death in the Cotswolds while sketching. That's scary. So... there we go. Found, yay! So we got a Gryffindor merit badge. Lost. Oh, no, we didn't get a merit badge. But we found the potions kit bag for someone. I'm not sure what we get for finding this stuff, but now we have to find this merit badge, apparently. Oh, we get a card. Sweet. Nice.
Number 45. Dunbar Oglethorpe.
Chief of Quabble. Quidditch Union for the administration and betterment of the British League and its endeavors. Alright. we're ready to end the day. See how we did.
Gryffindor.
Alright, 100? Really? We only got 10 points? Jeez.
Hufflepuff.
How is that possible?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw's catching up.
Slytherin.
So we're still in the lead by one point. Alright guys, so we got a lot accomplished in this episode. We got a nearly perfect score in our flying exam. We got the Severing Charm to save Neville, and unfortunately for Nearly Headless Nick, he was attacked by the Basilisk. So I hope you guys are enjoying watching as much as I'm enjoying playing, and I will definitely continue this one in the next episode.